Having a conversation with my mom and I'm like, kuthiwa nginekhanda elikhulu. Lona likhulu vele ka. Sanibonani dumelang, lebitso la ka ke Mosa wa Gatebele amohelehile mona hae. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning Sabi, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate the fact that this is where you like to spend your data and your work breaks when you work, right? If you haven't, please take the time out to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell notification icon so that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. My name is Musa. As I've said, Musa usuna mankilete Musa ntutem na tekhatebe. My name is Musa and I make content based on holistic healing, herbalism, as well as self-development. And if these are the topics that you would like to grow in or topics that you'd like to hear more about, you've come to the right place rather. And yeah, I hope that you stay and enjoy the videos that come before this one. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into today's topic. Today, I will be talking about how to successfully transform your insecurities into confidence. At the end of today's video, you'll be viewing yourself differently. Not only that, but your perspective on insecurities is going to change for the better. And as per usual, you know, it's either I start my video off with a question or I give you a definition of whatever it is that we are talking about. But today I wanted to cover insecurities and where they actually stem from. It's safe to say that insecurities stem from comparison, and comparison is a thief of joy. I need you to repeat after me. Comparison is a thief of joy. Not only are you comparing yourself to who and to what you are highly likely to never be, but you are also lowering your vibration by thinking that you are not good enough, by thinking that you will never get to where someone else is or where you want to be. This doesn't only just lower your vibrational frequency, but it also lowers your self-esteem. Being at a low vibrational frequency also eliminates you from being part of the top 1% of people that use their insecurities to their advantage. You need to shift your mindset as usual. You need to ask yourself, why am I insecure? Why am I insecure, and why do I let the opinions of others affect me the way it does? Why do the opinions of other people set the standards for me? People set ridiculous standards. Standards on weight, standards on height, standards on complexion, and even worse, the standard of living, your tax bracket. It's insane. And the moment you do not fit any of these standards that are set, you begin to feel insecure about yourself. I'm gonna give you a little story on how back in primary school, the friendship group that I was in, some members tried to make me feel insecure about myself, right? And it almost worked. I won't lie, it almost worked until I had a conversation with my mom when I was little, and I'll tell you what she said. So in this friendship group, I was tall, right? I'm dark-skinned. My prominent nose bridge and my thick brows weren't helping me either. And these are some of the features that weren't considered to be beautiful, right? And I remember having a conversation with my mom and I'm like, kuthiwa nginekhanda elikhulu. Lona likhulu vele, guys. And my mom is like, you can't change that. So inkinga yakho ikephi? You can't change your complexion. Your height is genetic. Look at your dad's side of the family. They're tall. So what must happen, right? It's either you're going to find new friends, or you have to find new friends, or just pay them no mind, but you are who you are and you have to keep it moving. Fast forward a couple of years later, the beauty standards started to gradually move from light-skinned to dark-skinned. I think this is the year 2007, if I'm not mistaken. 2007, if not 2008, when Alec Work came out as Face of Africa. That spun so many people. Like, it was insane that a dark-skinned woman like Alec Work with such prominent facial features would actually be considered beautiful. It's when Alec Work came out that I realized, no man, people are so silly and their standards and trends change continuously, right? What's in today wasn't in yesterday. It's constantly evolving. And I was like, no man, I need to relax. Honestly, I genuinely need to relax. So alright. Stop fixating on your imperfections. You have insecurities because some random person decided that this is the standard that you need to live by. It's not cute. Stop criticizing your body. I'm not going to leave the body part thing out. Ladies and gents, men do this to themselves as well, standing in front of the mirror and criticizing their bodies. Your body was designed to keep you alive. It doesn't care what it looks like. I've said this in one of my videos. The whole purpose of umzimba wako is to make sure that you live. Should famine hit, it needs to make sure that you live. That's what your body is designed for. And if you have weight issues and you stand in front of the mirror on a daily basis and you're not willing to do anything about it, you're busy pinching parts of your stomach and your back rolls, it's either you do something about it or you start thinking about something completely different. Because you standing in front of the mirror and speaking ill to your body, speaking ill about yourself, it's not going to help you with anything. Focus on your own opinion and bear in mind that human beings love praise. People thrive off praise, but negative comment or criticism has the same effect on human beings. Ayekho umuntu ongathanda ukutshela ukuthi muhle. And it just makes you move different when you know that people find you attractive or people find you beautiful, doesn't it? I find absolutely nothing wrong with being told how gorgeous you are. I've never seen such a gorgeous specimen, right? Kodwa ithi bakutshela ukuthi your eyes are too far apart or that your ears are too big for your face. You start looking into the mirror and thinking, oh my goodness, I had no idea that my eyes were so far apart. You'll start to ask people around you, people in your personal space, if they really think that your eyes are too far apart. Seeking validation, that's another problem. Then when I was dating a guy and he said to me, not once, but twice, he said to me, you know, you're beautiful. You're the first dark-skinned girl that I have ever dated. I always date light-skinned girls. I looked at him and I said, and yet here you are. Baphila babamhlophe njengesihlabathi saselwandle. What makes you think that it's okay for you to say that to me? Long story short, I called it chai. I couldn't unsee the loser in him, so I had to keep it moving. And this brings me to my next point. Comparison in a relationship. A person comparing you to what they usually have. and you are totally different from what they usually have, but they bring it up in a manner or form of a joke. It's not cute, right? It's not cute. And these are telltale signs that this person is trying to make you insecure about the things that make you you. So liben la, and trust your inner sex. Do you guys remember the song Mina Ngamshova by Gauza the Small? Do you guys remember Mbali? Mbali didn't care that she had a huge head, that her big toe was probably bigger than the other, or that she had an abnormally bigger eye. Her eyes were not the same size. She didn't care. Mbali was out and about living her best life. She understood the assignment. She stood on business. Mbali, beauty contest. She lived her life. Probably still living her life. But yeah, do you see how simple it is once you accept yourself and you know these things? Therefore, no one can tell you about them. No one can use it against you. Be like Mbali. Right. And these are the steps that you need to implement in your life for you to stop being insecure. Step number 1 is acceptance. Accept that you look the way you look and you are who you are. And you need to stop thinking negatively. It's so easy to stay stuck in your negative thoughts. I don't know, for some reason it's hard to become positive, but negativity is so easy. It is so easy because it doesn't require a lot of work. You sit there and you feel sorry for yourself. Whereas positivity, you need to say affirmations. You need to get up and stop doing the things that you were doing before, right? Positivity requires you to take action. It will not happen overnight, but it will definitely happen because you are constantly working on yourself. So instead of you being consumed by negative thoughts in the morning, because you know that when you win the morning, you win the day, you are not going to speak negatively about yourself while looking at yourself in the mirror. You're going to say to yourself, if you happen to see a problem and you know very well that you can't change it, you're going to tell yourself to not be bothered by it. Instead, focus on what might brighten your day or someone else's. Step number 2, stop seeking people's validation. You are more powerful than you think. You set your own rules and set your own standards to live by. Detach from people's opinions. Let them be irrelevant to you. You'll see the beauty of life. Step number 3 is to rewire your brain, right? You need to unlearn all the ways and the thinking process that got you to the point where you are right now. Stop entertaining things that don't serve you. Pour into yourself. This is where you learn to pour into yourself and not let people tell you what's wrong or what's right about you. Step number 4, your social media consumption has to change. Your algorithm has to change. You are going to start to consume content that is created by content creators that look like you, right? Be it they have dark skin or they have blue eyes or curly hair or straight hair, right? You need familiarity. You need to follow people that found it okay to look the way that they look and not get surgery or not change the way that they look. You need to also start watching content creators that add value in your life. People that are obsessed with giving value and teaching people new ways on how to improve their standard of living. Step number 5 is to try something new. Challenge yourself. I dare you to. You know how good it feels to win, right? Now imagine winning and you're trying something for the first time. Imagine how amazing that is. Not only will you love the feeling of winning, but this boosts your self-esteem, right? It makes it high. You look back at when you started and think to yourself, oh my goodness, I really did that. That felt good. I want to do this continuously. I want to learn more skills and become more valuable. Do you see what that does to the mind? Last step is step number 6, and this is where you're setting your boundaries. How are you a gorgeous hand, kodwa awunama boundary? You can't let people walk all over you. It's okay to say no. You have to say no. And when they ask you why are you saying no, because I don't want to is a valid reason. I love saying no. Having boundaries and enforcing them, telling people when it's not okay for them to speak to you in a certain manner is definitely allowed. You need that. You need to put your foot down. No one should be walked all over. Say you want to take a break and you have to do something at that particular moment, right? And you are being called lazy just because you require a break. You can tell the person, ma'am or sir, look, I just require a break. It's not that I am lazy or incompetent, right? But I cannot facilitate the task or whatever it is that I have to do at this particular moment. I think I will function at my best. Right? This doesn't mean that I don't have the zest for life. So ladies and gents, set your boundaries. It's imperative that you do so. Those are the 6 steps to incorporate in your life that will ensure that you move from sad, insecure, low vibrational, low self-esteem to high vibrational, high self-esteem, loving yourself and thriving. Okay. Now you need to remember, if it has anything to do with your physical appearance and you can't change it, you need to own it so that no one can use it against you. It's that simple. You can't use the fact that I have a big head against me. I know it. I've known it all my life. Try something new. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the end of today's episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that your perspective on self-love and your perspective on insecurities has changed, right? And I hope that you will take the tips and the tricks and apply them in your life. I want my girlies thriving. I want them thriving, okay? I really, 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 really want to see you guys win. So yeah, thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. And yes, to love yourself is to heal yourself. I am out.